Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about my daily planning routine and my passport-sized bullet journal. I recently did a video back with my September setup talking about my monthly planning routine, so I can link that up above if you would like to check that out. And last weekend I did a video on my weekly planning routine, so I can also link that for you if you want to see how I set things up on a weekly basis. But I consider myself to be a daily planner. I bullet journal in a passport-sized traveler's notebook. I bullet journal in a lot of different planners. Sometimes I'm in a Hobo Weeks. I have a pocket look term that I've been using on the site as well. But the heart of my system is bullet journaling. And I also believe that the heart of the bullet journal system is a really good daily log. And that has been the biggest game changer for me. I did a video last year talking about how I daily log. So if you want to see that one in a little bit more detail, I could also share that with you. But today I really want to focus on the routine when I set this up, what I'm looking for when I fill out my daily to get ready so I can start off my morning ready to go. So the first thing I typically do is I do this the night before. I like to set out my to-do list before bed. It helps me declutter my mind. It helps me take tasks off my mind, and I put them on paper and I know that I'm not going to lose them. So that really helps me setting this up right before bed. Helps with like a racing mind and little things like that. It also helps with my anxiety. So I would recommend that if you're also an anxious person. Maybe try setting it up the night before. And bonus, it's one less decision for me to make in the morning. I can sleep in 5 extra minutes because I don't need to put this together. I know what I need to do first thing when I wake up. I just flip to my to-do list and I go from there. So I guess the first thing I typically do is I write down the date. So tomorrow is 21, 22. I also write down the day of the week, so that's a Sunday, and then I underline it for some reason. So this is my routine. I've done this like every day since 2021, and I don't think I'm gonna be changing this. So this is step one, is getting my date down and things like that. So then what I will do is I immediately check my weekly spread to see what the heck is going on tomorrow. I do tab my pages. My tabs are Midori index clips. I can put that information down below. They're metal, they're reusable, they will chew up your paper if you're not careful. So that's kind of my quick review. All right, so tomorrow's the 21st, so it is Jared's birthday. I have a YouTube video going up, and I need to do a Freeletics workout. So those are kind of the 3 big things. I'm going to take a quick glance at my to-do list. Are there any other major things that I need to do? Doing all my filming today, I need to get those flights, so I'll probably write that down as well. So that's kind of my first thing. So I will write down any of these task-specific kind of things first, except for all-day events. So Jared's birthday is going to be lettered in typically, so I'm not going to write that down right away because I'll pull out my brush pen and kind of add that in. So sorry, I have to write at a really aggressive angle. All right, so I also skip a line between my header just for visual, and then I indent a couple squares in. My squares are 4mm. If you're curious, my inserts are from GoodInkPressions. I'll have the details listed down below if you are curious. So I got to do my Freeletics. It's also, and then I had my YouTube, so I had a scribble log, and I typically do those at 12:30, so I'll just write that down so I mention it. And then it was Jared's birthday, so I'll letter that in, but I'm going to wait here for a second. Next thing I do is I have like a mental list of chores I do on specific days. So for example, I water the plants every Tuesday, I do laundry every Thursday, we clean the house every Friday, so little things like that. So Sunday is my meal prep day, so I'm gonna write that in. And then to remind myself, I'm gonna do the 2 different meals as a subtask. So I'm doing corn salsa and corn chowder because I need to use up the corn. So that's in there. Another chore is we always put the recycling out on Sundays, so I'm going to write that down. And I already got my workout in. So then the next thing I'm going to do is kind of brain dump. So I think from the list I also said that I needed to get some flights, so we need to book flights. And I'm just going to remind myself we got a California flight and a Minnesota flight. We got a book, so that's just a reminder to myself. And I will do that with my husband, which is why I guess I could put a B next to that. I need to do that with him. So B signifier is basically just stands for Brandon, if you're curious. And then the next thing I do is I look at my previous daily log. So do I need to migrate anything? I migrate things forward or backwards on a 2-page spread basis. So you'll see that there's some undone tasks from Wednesday. Today is Saturday, but I kind of look at my to-do list as a 2-page spread overall. So if there's anything else that I need to do, I will migrate that forward. I'm going to do that today. Guess I can migrate that. I think I can get most of this stuff today, so I'm not really going to do that. Oh, I need to put read on there. I'm trying to remind myself I need to finish my book, so I'm going to put read as a task. I need to read 6 chapters, or I will not finish my book before I go on vacation and start my next book. Okay, so this is more or less where we're at. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to letter in my all-day events, or like big things throughout the day. So I'm using my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. This is kind of my favorite. And all-day events, I typically do this like 4-pointed star. So we're gonna do that, and then I'll just write in Jared. So I know it's his birthday, and I will remember to text him. And more or less, that is my daily planning routine. I add in doodles, memories, notes, stickers, things like that throughout the day. So as things happen, I'll do like a heart. Brandon said this funny thing, or Brandon got the groceries. We made friends at the pool. Let's see, I've been really into ghosts and Halloween stuff, so I've been doodling that in. I refilled my pen, so stuff like that, it just kind of gets popped in real time as things come up throughout the day whenever I have 5 or 6 minutes. Where I can write something down or pull out a sticker, or at the very least I'll kind of do it all at the end of the day, and that kind of just goes in this free space. And if I'm within a page when I set up Monday, so Sunday evening when I set up for Monday, when I will kind of brain dump out everything else that I need to from the day, and then I skip 2 rows and then I start the process over again. So I average 2 days per page. I could maybe get 3 if I'm not doing a whole lot. But 2 days per page is plenty of room for me to kind of get in all that extra stuff that I like to kind of memory keep on the side and all of that. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. I guess housekeeping, I'm doing all my writing with my Pilot Vanishing point, inked with the Atramentis archive ink in an extra fine. Again, I'll put that information down below. It's kind of my go-to. I think that's it. But if you've made it this long, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.